Welcome to session 3 of polynomials, which will be the last session for this chapter, polynomials. In this chapter, we shall be stating what is division algorithm for polynomials, and we will be solving the NCERT exercise, with the last exercise 2.3. Okay, so before first let's start the statement of what is division algorithm for polynomials. Okay, division algorithm for polynomials. It is for polynomials. We have already stated the division algorithm. We know the same thing. We are extending it for polynomials. What it is? What does it state? It states that if p of x and g of x are two polynomials with g of x not equal to 0, then we can find the polynomials q of x and r of x such that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, where r of x is equal to 0, remainder is equal to 0, or degree of the remainder, degree of r of x is less than degree of g of x. This is what division algorithm for polynomial states. What does it state? That if there are two polynomials, one is those two polynomials are nothing but one is the divisor, another one is the dividend, are the two polynomials with g of x not equal to 0, then we can find the polynomials q of x and r of x such that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, where r of x is equal to 0 or the degree of r of x is less than the degree of g of x. This is the division algorithm statement. Based on this statement, we will be trying to solve the exercise questions. Exercise 2.3. Moving with this exercise 2.3. First question of that. What does it say? Divide the polynomial p of x by the polynomial g of x and find the quotient and the remainder in each of the following. In that first one it is p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, and g of x is x square minus 2. You have to find the quotient and the remainder. So before finding out or before starting the division, both p of x and g of x, we will see that whether they are in the standard form of the polynomials. That means standard form is they have to be arranged in the decreasing order of their powers. If they have arranged, it is fine. If it is not done, you will make it or you will arrange it in the standard form of the polynomials. Here it is arranged, it is in the decreasing order of their power and even in the g of x also. Now, normal division we will start. Division of a polynomial by another polynomial. 5x minus 3, this is divided by x square minus 2. Now, we have to get the first term of the quotient. To get the first term of the quotient, whatever is the highest power in the dividend, that will be divided by the highest power variable in the divisor. So here it is x cube. So x cube divided by x square I will do. You will get it as x. So that is your first term of the quotient. Now, so you will multiply this x with the g of x, that is with the divisor, x into x square. X into x square gives you x cube minus 2x. Now just see, minus 2 into x is 2x. I cannot write it down here because its degree is 2. So I will write wherever below that number where the degree of x is 1. So I will write it here. It is minus 2x. Okay. Then we will proceed with the division. Now this is minus. Now sign changes. This becomes plus. So plus x cube and minus x cube cancels. This as it is comes down 3x square, and here it is plus 7x minus 3. Now next term in the quotient, which will be the next term. So the highest power in the dividend will be divided by the highest power of the divisor, which is that. So it is minus 3x square is divided by x square. If you do so, then what are you going to get? It is minus 3. So next term in the quotient is minus 3. So this minus 3 will multiply x square and minus 2. So minus 3 into x square gives you minus 3x square. Right? Then minus into minus plus 2 into 3. 6. Where it is? I should write 6 here. Right? Now again. Follow the division process. This is plus. This becomes negative. Then cancellation. Now here it is 7x minus 9. Now, can I do the division further? No, I cannot. Why? Because the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. So, I will stop the division here itself. Okay. So, what will be the quotient? What they have asked you? Quotient q of x is x minus 3 and remainder r of x is 7x minus 9. Okay. Like this, you can do the remaining two problems in the first main. In the remaining two problems I said, see, look at the second question. In the second question, p of x is in the standard form. Fine. Now g of x you have to write it in the standard form and then continue. So what will be g of x written in the standard form? It will be x square minus x plus 1. With that, the division process you can continue. Now, and in the third one also. Third one if you look at, p of x is in the standard form. Now g of x you have to write it in the standard form. That will be with minus x square plus 2. Okay. So second one also should be written in the standard form. Third one also. Let's focus on the third question. First main, third question. Just see. This I think you have followed it. Okay. We will move to the first main, third question. See the third one. First main, third part. What they have said, p of x is equal to x raised to 4 minus 5x plus 6, and g of x is 2 minus x square. We have to divide it to be written in the standard form. This is already in the standard form. This has to be written, so I will rewrite it. X square plus 2. Now just look at now x raised to 4. Now next x cube is not there, x raised to 2 is also not there. So I will put it there 0. 0 x cube plus 0 x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, space is given to those powers there. Now I have to get the first term of the quotient. So first term of the quotient we will get it by dividing the highest power of the dividend by the highest power of the divisor. So it is x raised to 4 divided by minus x square. So what I will get? Minus x square we will get. That will be your first term of the quotient. So minus x square. Okay, minus x square into minus x square gives you x raised to 4. Then minus into plus is minus 2x square. 2x square. Can I write here? No. Here its power is 3. So I will write it down below here. Minus 2x square. Okay. Then subtraction minus. This becomes plus. So this is cancelled. Now here it is 2x raised to 2 minus 5x plus 6. Right. Then next term of the quotient. How to get the next term of the quotient? The highest power of the dividend will be divided by that of the divisor. So what it is? 2x square divided by minus x square. So x square cancels, minus 2. So next term is minus 2 in the quotient. So minus 2 into minus x square gives you plus x square, 2x square plus 2x square. Minus into plus is minus, minus 2 into 2, 4. Now simplification, subtraction of this gets cancelled. Now minus 5x plus 10. Now further can I do the division? No, we cannot. We have to stop because the degree of the remainder here is 1 and the degree of this divisor is 2. So once the remainder's degree becomes lesser than that of the divisor, the division stops. Okay. Therefore, q of x is equal to minus x square minus 2 and r of x is equal to minus 5x plus 10. Okay. This is how you do it. Moving to the second question. In that first part, what they have said, check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second by dividing the second polynomial by the first one. Which is the second polynomial? Second polynomial here they have given 2t raised to 4 minus plus 3t raised to 3 minus 2t square minus 90 minus 12. Okay, so this is 2t raised to 4. This is the second polynomial. This has to be divided by the first polynomial t square minus 3. Now, both of them are in the standard form. The first term in the quotient, what it will be? How to get that? 2t raised to 4 divided by t square. If we do, we are getting 2t raised to 2. This is the first term in the quotient. Now, do the division, multiplication here. It is 2 into t raised to 4 minus 6t square. Correct? Now, subtraction. This gets cancelled. This is 3t raised to 3 plus 4t square minus 90 minus 12 as it is. Right? Now, to get the second term in the quotient. Now, 3t cube will be divided by t square. 3t cube divided by t square. You are getting it as 3t. That is the second term. So, plus 3t. So, 3t into t square gives you 3t cube minus 3 into 3 is 9t. Correct? Then proceed further. This is negative, this is positive sign. This gets cancelled. This also gets cancelled. Remaining is 4t square minus 12. Okay. Now, next one more. Since we have to carry on the division because the remainder degree is equal to it. Neither it is not less here in this case. So, how to get that next term in the quotient? Next term is what? 4t square will be divided by t square. So, that is 4. So, that is the next term plus 4 is the next term. So, 4 into t square. 4t square minus into plus minus 12. Now, here this is changing the signs. Remainder is 0. Now, since the remainder is 0, since r of x is 0, then this polynomial, the second polynomial is the factor, this polynomial t square minus 3 is the factor of this given polynomial. Is it clear? So, whenever, if the remainder is 0, then this t square minus 3 or whatever is this divisor is the factor of this dividend. Right? Otherwise, it is not so. Here, if the remainder is 0, then only we can say that in this question, the first polynomial is the factor of the second. So, in the similar lines, you can complete the second and the third question in the second main. Now, we will go to the third main question. Okay. Moving to the third question. Obtain all the zeros of the polynomial if two of its zeros are root 5 by 3 and minus square root of 5 by 3. So, let the polynomial be p of x. P of x, p equal to what it is? 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. So, it has two zeros. So, let that 0, that x be equal to square root of 5 by 3 and x is equal to minus square root of 5 by 3. So x is equal to this implies x minus square root of 5 by 3 equal to 0 and x plus square root of 5 by 3 equal to 0. Now multiply both of them. These both are the factors of this by the factor theorem which we have learned. So x minus 5 by 3, root of 5 by 3 into x plus root of 5 by 3 is equal to 0. So this implies a plus b into a minus b. So that is x square minus 5 by 3 is equal to 0, or in other words 3x square minus 5 is equal to 0. Right? So 3x square minus 5 equal to 0. 3x square minus 5 is the divisor of this one, of the given polynomial p of x. So 3x square minus 5 is equal to g of x. Now we will divide this given polynomial p of x by this g of x. Okay. So if we are dividing it, say 3x square minus 5 will divide the polynomial 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Okay, so the first term of the quotient is x square. So when you are multiplying, it is 3x raised to 4 minus 5x square. Correct? Then simplify this further. This is 6x cube, then minus plus 3x square minus 10x minus 5. Right? Then again next term in the quotient will be what it is, plus 2x. Correct? 2x into 3x square. We are going to get it as 6x cube minus 10x. Right? Now changing the signs. This is 0, this is 0. So remainder is here 3x square minus 5. 3x square minus 5. So the next term is quotient, next term will be plus 1. Multiplying, you are getting it as 3x square minus 5. Then changing the sign and simplifying, you will get the remainder as 0. Now remainder as 0. Now if you just look at what we have told in the polynomials, whatever is the degree of the polynomial, highest degree, so many zeros it will get. What they have asked you in the question, obtain all the zeros of it. Now we have got the two zeros. One is root of 5 by 3 and another one is root of minus 5 by 3. Now another two zeros we have to get. So we have done the division. Then we have got this as the quotient. Now this quotient you have to factorize so as to get the other two zeros of it. Okay. Now just we will look at that. This is the quotient. So what, according to the what is that algorithm, p of x is equal to what? G of x into q of x plus r of x. Correct? No? Now p of x, this one is equal to g of x, this 3x square minus 5 into q of x then said. Now you will factorize this one. X square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. By splitting up the middle term, it is x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. So x common, x plus 1, this side also 1 is common, x plus 1. So we have, it is x plus 1 into x plus 1 equal to 0. So what are the other zeros? Minus 1. Minus 1, and here also you are getting minus 1. So total, what are the zeros of this given polynomial? One is square root of 5 by 3, 5 by, what is that? 5 by 3, correct? 5 by 3, another minus square root of 5 by 3, then 1 and minus 1 are the zeros of the given polynomial. Two zeros were given, two more are 1 minus 1. Okay, equal zeros. Now moving on to the fourth question. What they have said, on dividing this polynomial p of x equal to x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by g of x, the quotient q of x is equal to x minus 2, r of x is minus 2x plus 4, and you need to find g of x. For what is g of x. So by division algorithm for polynomials we get p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Right. So what is g of x equal to? So g of x is equal to p of x minus r of x by q of x. Right. So what is that? Here we go. That is, which implies gp of x is this one, this polynomial, x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 minus r of x. R of x is this minus 2x plus 4 whole divided by q of x. Q of x is x minus 2. Now simplifying this, it is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 plus 2x minus 4 by x minus 2. Now further simplification, possible addition is there. So x cube minus 3x square plus 3x, this x and this 2x, then minus 2 divided by x minus 2. So this division let's do here. What it is, x minus 2 will divide x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2. Right. So first term in the quotient x square. So x cube minus 2x square we are getting. Simplify this. It's minus, this is plus, gets cancelled. So it is minus x square plus 3x minus 2. Right. Now next term in the quotient will be what will be? For you it is minus 3x square plus 3. Right. So it is minus 2x. X. Right. Now 2x, x. So if you are taking, it is x square plus 2x. Right. Then simplifying, this is x minus 2. So plus 1 to next term. So x minus 2. The remainder is 0. What is your g of x? G of this one only, no? This entire thing divided by x minus 2. So quotient you are getting it as x square minus x plus 1. This is your g of x. Okay. Now moving to the next question, fifth one. Moving to the fifth question now. They have said you to give examples of polynomials which satisfy the division algorithm. First one, they have said that degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x. Polynomial, you have to give the example of a polynomial where the degree of this polynomial is equal to the degree of the quotient q of x. Now this is possible. This is possible when degree of g of x and degree of r of x are constant terms, are constants. For example, like you can say constant terms, for example, if you are considering both the degree of r of x and the degree of g of x should be constant terms. Like suppose we consider a polynomial, say 3x square minus 6. Okay, this is a polynomial. Now this has to be divided. We will divide it by a constant. Degree of g of x has to be constant, we have said. So we will divide it by a constant, say 3. Now if you divide it by 3, then what it is? X quotient, you just check. X square is the first term of the quotient. So this will be 3x square. Right? 3x square. Now if you simplify this one, this is here cancelling minus 6. Right? Now check what it is. Degree of the polynomial is 2. Degree of the quotient is also 2. Right? You have got the condition, whatever is there, that is satisfied with this example. Like this you can go on giving many other examples also. For example, in next one, like if you are having 2x square, 2x square minus 2x plus 14, if I am taking plus 14, if I am taking this polynomial, this we will divide it by a constant. This why I am doing it by a constant, why? Because we have to satisfy this condition that the degree of the polynomial is equal to the degree of the quotient. So I am doing it by a constant 2. So if I am taking here, it is x square in the quotient, x square first term, so 2x square. Now what is here? Simplified, if it is, then this becomes 0, 2x plus 4. So x term is minus x, so it is minus 2x, then gets cancelled here 4. Now degree of the quotient and degree of this p of x, that is the dividend, is the same. So these are two examples. Like this you can go on giving many other examples. Now just we will see the second bit of it. Second bit, what they have said here, degree of q of x is equal to degree of r of x. Okay, this situation is possible when both the degrees of r of x and q of x are less than g of x and p of x. Okay, this is possible when degree of q of x and degree of r of x are less than degree of p of x and degree of g of x. Okay, like for example, if you are considering p of x as x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 and g of x as x square minus 1. Okay, if we do the division of this x cube plus x square plus x plus 1, let's take that x square minus 1. So here it is x quotient, a first term, it is x cube minus x, right? This gets cancelled, this because here it is, then again 2x plus x square plus 1. So second term in the quotient will be what it is, plus 1, then it is x square minus 1, then it is here 2x, this and this plus 2, right? This is minus, this is plus, it becomes 2. Now check, we'll stop the division here itself. Degree of quotient, what is the degree of quotient? Degree of this quotient is, degree is 1, then degree of the remainder, degree of this is the remainder, degree of it is also 1. So this example satisfies it. So you can create many polynomials like that, keeping in mind that the degree of q of x and r of x should be less than that of p of x and g of x. Okay, this is one such example. You can give plenty. Now moving on to the next, third bit of it. Third bit, what they have said, degree of r of x should be equal to 0. Degree of r of x is equal to 0 means you have to show a polynomial whose remainder is a constant term, because the degree of that constant will be 0. Okay, so this is possible when product of q of x and g of x forms a polynomial whose degree is equal to the degree of p of x and constant term. Okay, for example, if we are taking say it is as x cube plus x plus 5 is the polynomial p of x. Then we will take g of x as say x square plus 1. Okay, then we'll divide it and see x cube plus x plus 5, that will be divided by x square plus 1. If we divide, first term in the quotient is x, so x cube plus x minus it gets cancelled, 5 constant term we are getting. So what is the degree of this? The degree of this remainder is 0. It is satisfying this. Like this you can give many examples. Okay, so by this we come to an end of session 3, which will be the completion of this chapter polynomials, and that's all in today's video. Thank you.